This is our grandparents' house at 663 17th Street. This was before the move, the front garden. My granddad used to plant lots of irises and crocuses, and my aunt decided that she wanted the side of the house turned into a patio, and a couple of trees had to come down. They were big ball cedar trees, and the stumps had to come out. This is a shot of Gordy cutting away at it, and this is a shot of my aunt Violet playing at it. And this is out in the backyard behind 663. I think that's Barb or Bev with a fishing rod. Not sure. I see Gordy sitting in the background there. I think that's Barb trying her hand at using a casting rod. And there's Gordy and our dog Titch. That's me actually walking around in the white shirt, and Gordy in the background trying to start the lawnmower, which he couldn't do. This was sitting out in the patio area. There's my grandmother, there's Gordy, myself, and there's my aunt in the lounge chair. And just sitting there. I think that was before the concrete was poured. They eventually ended up with concrete being poured in there. And that's my aunt and Gordy, and I think I'm in here somewhere, just tossing a ball around in the backyard. You can see the sprinkler there. My granddad had quite a big vegetable garden over on that side, and the garage was over there. My aunt kept her car in there. A little stucco house, and in a minute you're going to see some video of it being moved. That whole area, that house and the house next door to it and the one behind it were all sold to a developer.
This is a house my mother and father owned. Stood at 663 17th Street in West Vancouver. And they sold it to a contractor who had bought several homes in that vicinity in order to build an apartment building, which building stands there today. But I thought it'd be a good idea if I took a few pictures of them moving the house off the site. So I took the day off, and armed with my trusty camera, I went down, and this is the way they started out. Jacking it up and moving it off the foundation. They had to have it teed up with the local West Vancouver police force in order to divert traffic and protect house owners, etc. These two gentlemen in the foreground are Tony Gage on the right and Ken Hill, I think, on the left. They were doing the point duty for the house. You'll note the people up on top that were up there for the whole ride in order to get under power lines and telephone lines, anything that might get in the way. They're proceeding now south on 17th, going down towards Marine Drive. Here we are at the corner of 17th and Marine Drive. And swinging around the corner. Now we're going to proceed right down Marine Drive from 17th Street to 14th Street. Down past Safeway, Grouse Garage, approaching the corner of 16th. Here they had to get under traffic lights and here we go. We're going to lift the traffic light now and take it over the house as they proceeded. In the meantime, as you'll see, the traffic is all diverted along the way. Now we've jumped to corner of 14th and Marine and we've turned down towards the waterfront. There's my sister Violet in the foreground there with a light coat on, looking this way. And the idea here is to move it out onto a barge because the ultimate destination is going to be near Squamish. This moving job seems miraculous to me that they didn't break a window or damage any of the exterior stucco and so on the move. It was very well done. Now here's the tug bringing in the barge on which the house will be loaded. They put these strong 8x8 or 10x10 girders across here between the seawall and the barge because they couldn't get in any closer. Now they'll proceed to build a huge pile of supporting cross timbers underneath. Now this actually went over till the next morning because it took so long to do the support job under the beams that we didn't have time to take it out that evening. We're slowly moving it onto the structure in order to get across to the barge. You notice the driver of the tractor has his door open and he's all ready to make a jump for it if it should start to slip. There it is, the wheels are now on the big beams and they're hardly even bent. It's still proceeding now. We're close up of the wheels as he's moving over the man-made bridge. Whoops, a little bit shaky there. Just required an adjustment at the barge end to get the wheels over the end of the barge. Everything proceeded very well.